sunglasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Before I do the intro, if you do listen, let me know what you guys think about the little, 10 to 30 seconds I put before the intro. I've been starting the recordings before everybody knows I'm starting them, just so we get kind of
Now we're aware.
a natural thing. I couldn't hide it from Corey this time, so...
It's not going to be natural anymore.
Yeah, now we're being... These are our radio voices, so... hello and welcome to episode...
I don't know.
God, I really don't know. 14 or 15. Hello and welcome to this episode... Hello and welcome to this week's episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood and Corey Urkel.
How do you do?
There is no third guest today.
None.
Brian backed out at the very last minute. This was planned for weeks.
Yeah.
And he backed out.
This happens when we get a opening weekend review of a movie.
Yeah.
Not everybody goes to see it.
Yeah, we wanted Anthony to come. Anthony didn't have time to see the movie. And Brian couldn't come, and Travis couldn't make it. So we were down to
Your
nobody.
wife didn't see it.
Yeah, Katrina didn't see it. So it was down to just the two of us.
Ugh.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, we don't really like each other. We need the third person here to...
Yeah, be an arbitrator.
Yeah, but... This week's episode will be Suicide Squad. Opening weekend, we saw it on Saturday.
Not busy.
No.
But it's making money.
$6.99 we saw it for.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's breaking records.
Yeah. I think that we need to go, anytime we're going to do movie podcasts, we need to go see it Saturday before noon.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
We got perfect seats.
Yeah, and it's...
You didn't have little kids screaming this time or annoying people laughing. I hate that. It ruins the experience.
And $7.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Can't beat it.
I remember when it was like...
Oh, I spent like $15 on food, so it evened out.
Next time you should eat before...
You woke me up a little late,
I texted him at like 10 o'clock.
To go to 11:30 showing in, Mission Valley, 20 minutes away. Maybe not quite, but...
I got up at like 6:30, 6:45, and we were... What did we do? We went to the Padre game on Friday night. So we were out till like...
We were out late.
And then last night we were up late. I've seen you every day this weekend.
That's sad.
Last night we played, what was it? Pathfinder? Adventure card game?
Yeah. I think there's different Pathfinder games. I think one's like a D&D. This one's Pathfinder something Rune Lords.
For me wanting to start playing like more RPG games and tabletop games, I think it was a really good intro game. It was fun.
It's a cool thing. It's like RPG with a card game like that you make your own deck kind of strategy. And, it's almost like a board game, it's like a D&D. So, yeah, it was actually pretty cool.
I think if we're going to play through the first scenario again, I might pick a different character.
I was thinking about it too. Yours, we'll get into it, had ability I noticed, I don't think you used.
What was it?
It said if one of your allies, even at a different location, is in a combat challenge, you can, I don't even think you had to do anything. You could recharge a card, which means you put it from your hand at the bottom of your deck, and add a 4 die to their roll.
Huh.
So it's like you snipe a different place. I was like,
I like the character, but I just kind of want to see how a different character would play out. But if we're going to play through the entire adventure, if there's not a better one, I might stay the same character.
That's why I wanted to do the character expansion, kind of. Because out of the 7, 2 or 3 of them just kind of seem a little dorky, like there's a bard guy, and he couldn't stand up in a battle at all. And I don't remember the other
What
one.
are the characters in the expansion?
There's a monk guy, a berserker lady, who seemed pretty strong. Paladin, I think.
Berserker lady seems right up Katrina's alley.
It wasn't Paladin, and then there was, I think, a druid or something like that.
I wouldn't mind going through as a paladin. That might be kind of fun.
Yeah, I almost wanted to be the cleric, but the only ability she seemed to have that was legit was healing, and the game we played that didn't come into play at all. But I was looking through some of the locations you would play at, and some are fucked up. Like you'll be screwed up. You have to really pick. Like one's like a dangerous cavern. It looks like a skull, but you have to pass like a fortitude check to get out. And not every character, like only the cleric has like a high fortitude roll. So like if you go into a dungeon, you can't get out unless you fucking get super lucky.
So I'm gonna see if Anthony has Friday or Saturday night off next week, and we'll do the podcast that Katrina set up, and then we'll play the game afterwards if you want to.
That'd be cool.
We'll make a whole night out of it. Because we were up till, you guys were here till like 11:30, 11:45
I
last
had
night?
such a I didn't say I had such a headache when I was leaving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was horrible. But you thought I was tired. It was just, oh, my head. Maybe it was from setting, and I doubt it. All the soda I was drinking.
I'd like to get maybe a better table. No, I'm not going to go buy a table, but I might.
Eventually, if we ever have a bunch of games.
Well, I'd like to do. I mean, we don't really have a ton of time with doing a podcast and our busy lives and all this stuff. But I wouldn't mind playing once or twice a month a
cool game.
A cool.
You never played Small World. I never played your Walking Dead.
I want to play that game. That's not as involved as some of yours, but it was really fun. You having to gather ammunition and supplies and.
I wanted to play it when you got it. I don't remember what happened.
I don't even know where it is. Actually, it's in the gaming closet. Never mind. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, board games are my jam. I can get people who play them, but they're awesome.
You know what we have to do before we get back on the Suicide Squad? We probably should give a congratulations to one of our very, very few listeners.
Who's that?
Travis. He's having a girl.
Oh, I wasn't invited. I would know.
Would you have gone all the way up to Temecula? That's a hour drive.
No, Travis knows Forrest was his friend. I was, and your friend.
I think at this point, I don't know. Travis seems to like you.
No, it's not. It's like a mutual.
But you wouldn't go hang out with just Travis.
No, that's exactly it. I
got you.
I wouldn't go hang out with just Travis. I probably wouldn't even hang out with just Brian.
Nobody would hang out with just Brian.
Yeah, because I like eating burritos.
Yeah, open-faced burritos.
Yeah.
Hashtag. Never mind. But Suicide Squad. Obviously, there's a controversy on Rotten Tomatoes right now where it's at like 25-26%.
Tell us a bit about the movie.
It's about a rogue boxer who... it's about a group of villains who gets out of jail to play the heroes for once, basically. Mm-hmm. And like Batman versus Superman... I didn't find it nearly as bad as the critics seem to find it. Mm-hmm. I actually liked it more than Batman versus Superman.
Interesting.
You?
It's close.
I really liked Will Smith as Deadshot. Before I get into everything, I'll just go over like a broad. Mm-hmm. I feel if they would have eliminated maybe 5 to 10 minutes of the really, really cheesy shit, I think it could have been a great movie. There were some lines from the Diablo guy about his family.
The biggest laugh of the movie, and it wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, and the guy crushing the heart. Ugh.
Yeah, oh god.
We were talking about it. We thought that the Captain Boomerang guy was supposed to be Tom Hardy. Randall Flagg? Rick Flag. What was the guy's name?
That was the captain.
Yeah, that's the guy that was supposed to be Tom Hardy.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and he had to back out.
Interesting.
I think the character would have been better as Tom Hardy.
If Tom Hardy was either of those characters,
it makes everything better. Yeah, but I liked Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was good.
The big three I thought were awesome.
Deadshot was good.
Will Smith, Margot Robbie, and Jared Leto.
Yeah, that's
all three I think performed.
I know people
as well as I expected.
Yeah, I know people are really skeptical of how Jared Leto was going to do. I was withholding judgment because I think Jared Leto is an excellent actor. Mm-hmm. Very different play on it, more gangster, than a Heath Ledger, where Heath Ledger was like a solo, well, not quite a solo. He had little twisted minions almost.
Yeah.
But this seems like he might run his own.
This one, he was the Al Capone.
Yeah.
But
he's still crazy.
Even that, you assume that, but he's not in it very much.
No, what? Maybe collectively 15 minutes.
Yeah, you get 2 flashbacks and a couple other scenes.
I like the. Nod to Alex Ross, the painting of... There's a painting of Alex Ross as of Joker dancing with Harley Quinn.
I was wondering why the hell I'd seen that before. Now I totally didn't think that when I seen the movie, but I thought that shot was awesome.
Yeah, I like the nod to that. I like Joker. I like Harley Quinn.
Did you like the acne chemicals?
Yeah.
Like, that's just a cool little reference.
Yeah. But I didn't like the villain. I thought the villain was a bit...
Oh, and before you get to... What about... Batman.
Yeah.
Was in it.
Yeah, a couple times.
Like 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flashbacks were the best part of the movie.
Agreed.
Yeah. God, I really hope that, because Ben Affleck is doing a Batman movie, I really hope it's Jared Leto. I really hope it explores that relationship more. of Joker, and I know they don't want to do it again probably right away. But
What
why?
if even if they had more flashbacks with just the Joker?
I really liked him. The teeth, I think, kind of made the voice a little strange, but I liked the laugh.
By the way, this is spoiler-rific.
I'll put the spoiler on the
'cause,
on the podcast when
we're gonna say some
when we
stuff.
put it in
Uh,
or when I put it up. But yes, I mean, just like I said, rough. I'd give the movie a B, maybe a B minus, just because of some of the cheesy lines. Killer Croc didn't really need to be in the movie.
he didn't upset me.
He didn't upset me, but
he didn't stand out.
he didn't stand out.
I thought El Diablo was going to be actually like a cool character, like kind of different from what you've seen. He's pacifist kind of, but by the end of it, when he became unpacifist, and his lines were so bad,
Yeah.
and even not like his power is whatever, but at the end, he has a big climactic fight. He sacrificed himself, but I was like, the fuck is going on? He has like firepower. He turned into the devil.
I like that he turned into that, actually. I thought it was cool.
I was trying to figure out, is he like...
It almost looked like a shaman.
Is he like in a fire mech? What the fuck is going on? Did his body just transform?
It looked like a shaman type.
Yeah, but it was just out of the blue.
He's a shapeshifter.
Yeah, he is like powers all
One
of
of
a
your
sudden
people.
changed. Villain, plan to defeat the villain, all that shit sucked.
Yeah, but the characters were cool. Captain Boomerang was cool. He had a few moments.
He got a couple one-liners, but he got no action.
Yeah, but I really liked Will Smith as Deadshot. That's
He had the lines and he had the action.
yeah,
All his pep talks, fucking funny.
Yeah.
The jokes actually landed.
yeah,
And his action scene where he's shooting the putties,
yeah.
that was badass.
When he was on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
And those things are just putties. They're just there to be battle fodder.
Flag said that what he was gonna cut and run, and he ended up taking down that whole
Yeah.
section of bad guys by himself.
That was awesome.
You know who did a really good job, even though nobody's gonna like it, is what's her name? Viola,
Oh.
the girl who played Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
You hate her, so you know she's doing a good job.
That's the argument we've always had is there's a character in the movie you hate so much you just really want them to die. There must be kind of a good actor, and oh god, I wanted that character to die so badly.
Yeah.
She's such a prick.
Spoiler again. I like how the mid-credit scenes was her trying to throw it on Bruce Wayne that she knows he's Batman and he just doesn't give a shit.
The worst kept secret in
Yeah.
this cinematic universe where they couldn't figure out when Superman and
Clark Kent.
died the same day. They have a newspaper post. They're side by side, and they can't figure out it's the same person. But everybody fucking knows Batman and Bruce Wayne. Everybody. So it's not even funny.
You know what? None of us knew going in. The Flash was in it.
I forgot that. Yeah, when
Yeah.
they show a flashback.
Yeah.
Batman captured 2 of those people. The Flash, another one.
Yeah.
That was
cool.
Yeah.
Fucking Will Smith's hat, Deadshot's hat.
Mhm.
That was a hat. I like that hat. The big hat he was wearing when he was walking with his daughter in the snow.
The pimp hat.
Yeah, I love the hat. But every scene that Will Smith was in, I mean,
He's such a good actor.
yeah.
He just
But he's had like a
elevates
string of. I mean, I didn't see concussion, but he's had, he hasn't been hit for a long time. It's been hit or miss. It's. But I think I would go see a Deadshot movie,
agreed.
and I really like the relationship between Deadshot and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
They seem to understand each other, and I like that they said that Harley Quinn is basically more batshit crazy than Joker is.
Yeah.
That she was more fearless.
Yeah. I like that as well. Both of their characters were awesome. If they weren't in the movie, it kind of would have sucked.
Oh yeah, it would have been bad.
But Deadshot has such an OP power that I can't see him having his own standalone movie.
Probably not.
What's his foil? In this movie, he had a million putties to shoot, but when it came down to the end, I guess his shot did make a difference when they threw a grenade in slow motion. That was actually cool.
When they showed him killing that guy, when the Russian people weren't paying him, and he had set up that little ricochet shot thing.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. But if he wants to kill somebody, there should be. If he ever misses when he's fighting somebody, his superpower will have gone wrong. But if he hits everybody he's shooting after, nobody should stand to be a challenge.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like in this movie because he's put along, killing just randoms.
Yeah.
It's cool. the putties sucked, and okay, so villain wise, was Enchantress
Yeah.
started really fucking cool.
With the transformation?
Yeah,
We were talking about that yesterday.
yeah.
The transformation has the fingers that come out and turns the hands over.
Yeah, like that, and she's kind of Scarlet Witch meets Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get, but it turned
That's a
out.
good tag.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has like kind of weird. Like her brother was kind of Mr. Fantastic meets, like, what's something that like eats everything. I don't know what's Green Lantern villain, the Cloud.
I don't know.
You seen the movie?
Green Lantern?
Yeah.
One time.
I don't know.
I never...
I'm trying to think of, but anyway, the second mini villain, as like Mr. Fantastic meets, I don't know. I guess whatever Kevin Bacon's character was from X-Men. He absorbs energy,
yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
But they suck.
Yeah, the villains were bad.
They're bad when the mini villain can kill 100 people in a quarter second and destroy buildings and whatever. But then when he fights the Suicide Squad, he resorts to punching and kicking.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that's bad.
Half the Suicide Squad that makes it to the end, they're all human. I mean, Deadshot's human, he just shoots. Harley Quinn's, her superpower is being psycho.
Yeah. I loved her gun, by the way. The love-hate.
It's cool, yeah. The samurai lady had a sword that was supposed to be special. It didn't do anything special.
Yeah.
Didn't hate the character, but her sword did not do anything that a normal sword wouldn't have.
She's also... She didn't need to be in the movie.
No.
I mean, she was cool in her parts, but she didn't add anything.
She didn't
really.
disappoint, nor did she exceed.
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang was a fucking human who has boomerangs that suck.
What's with the pink unicorn?
That was awesome moment. Like, levity. Couple jokes.
And he's always drinking a beer, it seems like.
Or Red Bull or something, I thought.
I like that he threw the boomerang and the boomerang had a camera on it.
That was Batman. Very Batman.
Yeah.
I thought, I was like, really? He has a camera? That guy who looks like he's dirty and...
How old do you think that character is, Captain Boomerang?
I don't know, 30s? Late 30s?
Okay, there's a character in another comic book. It's from... Well, it might be from Skybound. I don't think they have... it's basically all the B heroes from Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them's name is Kaboomerang. I like that better.
Nice. And the best Suicide Squatter is Captain Climb.
You mean Steven Seagal?
The Native American Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he looked like. I was like, oh my
I've
goodness.
seen that guy in different movies. He was in Fargo, I remember.
The funny thing is, he was at Comic-Con. They, brought him out.
He was on stage?
Yeah. He's in the movie and you knew what Captain Boomerang was doing.
As soon as he started talking to that guy, we're like, okay, I know where this one's going.
He just wanted to know if it was true.
If there's going to be anybody who dies in the beginning of this movie, it's going to be that guy.
Because, I mean, out of all these people, I mean, at least Captain Boomerang had, sharp boomerangs and he could fight. This guy he can climb anything.
He's the best climber in the group. That would have really came... you're going to use that to oppose the next Superman. Who the fuck bright idea was that? Captain Climb.
The only real powerful one was Enchantress, and then the Diablo guy.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're right. None of them really had...
None of them could step up to Superman for half a second. Viola Davis's plan was fucking dumb.
Who's that?
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. I didn't know what her last name was.
Granted, two or three of those people, maybe. But when she's got a list of people, and the other people are Wonder Woman and The Flash and Sea King.
Sea King.
She really went after the turds. I mean, how do you recruit Harley Quinn? What the hell? I know she's okay.
I would have been happy watching a whole movie of Joker and Harley Quinn, Natural Born Killer style, just off the wall.
Maybe it might have gotten old fast. So
They did kind of wet your beak.
yeah.
I'm wondering how many movies they signed Margot Robbie on for.
You would hope they did a lot, like Marvel would have done.
And I'm assuming that it was the toughest get was Will Smith.
Yeah. At least money wise, he probably got a quarter of the bank.
He's
he's
Robert
Downey.
Downey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he was great. I mean, without him in the movie or without Margot Robbie in the movie, it sucks.
Yeah. I would complain about storage aspects. I read, I think it was IGN that pointed out Suicide Squad was used to do missions where normal superheroes couldn't go, like countries that wouldn't allow the U.S.
Uh-huh.
So they were just implanted there, and they would be a rogue agent, and they had deniability. And in this movie, there was no reason for them to have called him the Suicide Squad. There's a million other things. Considering it was a bomb that killed the mini villain.
Mm-hmm.
So all they had to do was legitimately drop a bunker buster on that place, and they would have died.
Yeah.
They would have won. The hearts would have been
Game
destroyed.
over.
Yeah, but no, they send in the Suicide Squad. Like, I didn't get that.
I read on
It's
another.
a weird mission choice.
Yeah, I mean they assembled the crew well, but the mission could have been better
Yeah.
by far.
If
And
they-
it was like there's this huge twist that they were going actually going after Amanda Waller. Well, not that it was a huge twist. Did you really? I mean,
I didn't know who was gonna be. I thought it was hoping to be another cameo of some sort.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne.
but I'm like,
But
and then she killed everybody in there.
what the fuck was with that?
They weren't. They weren't.
So she could murder people.
Yeah.
And Rick Flag, who's a goody, is like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah.
So he's yelling at all these criminals like, you guys are murderers. How many people did you murder? And then his boss goes and murders 6 innocent people.
And then he admits to having to cover up mistakes too. He said that right afterwards. I read somewhere else, and it's like when I told you about the food with George R. R. Martin.
Mhm.
George R. R. Martin? Is that it? Anyways,
Yeah, George R.R.
it's really R. R.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, once you bring something to somebody's attention, it's like glaring.
Yeah.
Like you see it. Somebody was like, "There's way too many musical cues in Suicide Squad," and I read that before I saw it, and I'm like, I'm watching it, and every single thing there's like a musical cue that brings in like a long drawn out scene to get to. I'm like, it was a lot.
I noticed the music, and some of it was alright.
I heard that Margot Robbie was working out 3 hours a day on like butt exercises.
It showed. I'm glad she's willing to do whatever people want her, like, basically exploit her sexuality, because that's what all this movie did in her character,
Yeah.
basically.
But she played the character well. It wasn't just about a good looking face.
Yeah, she was probably, like, second funniest character.
Yeah.
Her one-liners, I thought, were actually pretty funny. Or her, like, attitude, her, like, New Yorker attitude.
Yeah, all of a sudden would pop out here and there.
Yeah, I'm quite vexing. You're dead.
Did you notice that certain parts later in the movie, the blue and the red on her hair was higher up than it was earlier in the movie?
No.
Like in the beginning, it was just almost like the bottom 4 inches maybe were like faded red and blue. Later in the movie, it was like 8 to 10 inches.
It was worse.
It was one of those, you know. I'm not knocking a movie for that. Like Gandalf's cape being clean and dirty.
Can I criticize, like,
You can criticize whatever the fuck you want.
on a, like, I understand movie point, they all have to have their own costumes, but they all got back their junk when they got out of prison to go on this mission. And legitimately, if you want your super special squad, your special forces, to go into battle, and you give the girl a tank top and short shorts,
Yeah.
you don't give her Kevlar body armor, assault rifle, you give her pistol back,
Well, you don't care if they die.
you give her a mallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is going to go fight the next Superman in that. What are you, fucking dumb? Give him military tactical outfit. I don't...
But they've never been trained to fight with military tactical. It might be at a disadvantage.
Who wouldn't have taken it?
Harley Quinn. She's crazy.
She shouldn't be on the fucking team.
What else? Yeah, Corey, what else?
Well, nitpicking. I don't like the plot. They shouldn't have ever been called in. The villain,
What would you give it, since I just gave it a B, B minus?
like C plus, B minus. It's up there. There were moments where the action was actually okay, and the writing was actually funny. Anything I mentioned, Phil Jackson.
Triangle?
Yeah, that was tight. The whole beginning of the movie, actually.
When they were in jail?
Yeah, and had that guy who was in Mad TV.
The guy with the gap in his teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was alright.
Yeah, his whole conversations were funny.
I like the whole situation when they take the cuffs off of Deadshot when they're seeing what he could do.
Yeah.
And he's like,
he immediately points the gun at him.
he's assuming that they put blanks in it and they put real. And
Yeah.
He's like smelling the
You motherfuckers are
gunpowder.
crazy.
And then he fucking hits each shot so hard that it melts the.
And he gets it dead on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was tight. Killer Croc was okay.
That's basically it.
I was expecting the biggest, like, renegade there. I thought he was going to be an animal, and they couldn't control him the whole time. But he was the most passive one there.
Yeah.
He was the most in control, even though at the beginning they say, people treat him like an animal, so he is an animal. Yeah, he's just a dude. Actually,
Yeah.
he seemed more calm than all of them.
Yeah,
combined.
he just wanted to be left alone, basically.
Yeah.
I did like seeing him swim through the water.
Yeah. Even though it was like, okay, that was gonna be his moment to shine, and
Then they gave it to another
It was
man.
all dark and gray and murky. You couldn't tell what was going on for the 5 seconds they showed him fighting something underwater, and then another human commits suicide to sacrifice himself, and you're like, that guy didn't have a name, and he was probably the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
And so they put them all back on ice for the sequel or whatnot. You hope one of them shows up at least in whatever the next Justice League, maybe. Probably not.
I mean, have they announced they're making a Suicide Squad sequel? Not yet.
Not until the money. They'll probably announce it soon.
Because
But
it's.
They have to get the big three on board.
Yeah.
At least. I'd like to see, though, flashbacks of the next Justice League of Batman with Margot Robbie. I think she'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
I don't think you get Will Smith to do a flashback in anything.
If he really likes the character, he might.
Yeah.
It depends how well you like playing the character too. If you
True.
if you have to put on 8 hours of makeup and then do something, it might be a lot harder to get somebody to do it.
I don't know how much actors like to do it, but they had to do a lot of press for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
They might be fucking sick of it by now.
Yeah.
And they had to do reshoots, and I imagine that's not fun for anybody. I mean, maybe if DC or the director or producers are really cool with them, maybe. But God, you'd be fucking burned. You filmed this movie like 3 years ago.
Is it really that long?
Well, you know how long productions go.
Yeah.
They had to do reshoots, and now the last like 3 months, you've had to do like all these new. So,
Yeah.
sure-
I really want to see more of the relationship between this Batman and this Joker. Because obviously when you saw Batman vs. Superman, you saw the bat suit with the spray paint on it, and
I thought I'd seen something you might not have. You probably did. It flashed for a good second.
was it the Easter egg about Jason Todd?
What did you see?
Travis told me about it. I didn't catch it at all. Go ahead and I'll tell you if it's what he said.
In the cool beginning, they had a really cool art style where they showed everybody's crimes. Like this, whether somebody's narrating, they show the person and then the crimes. And
Oh, that was cool. It was like...
yeah, very artistic. I like that. That had a whole attitude to it, just like the trailers and the. But Margot Robbie's, hers at one point in time listed crimes, and it said murder of somebody crossed out and said Robin written over it. Assistant murder, or what do you call it? You help with the murder.
Accomplice?
Yeah, accomplice to murder of Robin. And I was like, okay, so that's slightly building a little bit.
Yeah, a connection.
Yeah.
Travis had sent something about it when I was at his house today, that there was a thing that referenced Harley Quinn being involved with the death.
Yeah, I should have looked it up afterwards so I can. I just remember seeing the word something murder, something Robin. I was like, for half a second, I was like, oh shit, cool.
Damn it, I'm so upset that I missed that now.
It was so small.
Let's go see it again.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't have anything else really to say about the movie.
The main chick, the main villain, she's actually pretty hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually telling Katrina that
I don't know her name, Kara something.
she's a model, actress. I think she's English.
Yeah.
We're talking about the girl with eyebrows, right?
Yeah.
I was telling Katrina that I actually dig the kind of natural... She obviously still plucks her eyebrows because they're thin on the side, but I dig the more natural eyebrows instead of plucking them and then shading them in with makeup and stuff. I like that.
Plot-wise and, like, her evil plan rise, dumb. I didn't like, I'm going to build a robot to end humans. You didn't even know what the hell she was building. They didn't even tell us what the fuck...
But it fucking put lightning bolts through everything in the world.
Yeah.
And there was like a thing in Amanda Waller's head that was showing him where all the secret bases were.
It was so glossed over that by the end of it, I didn't know what the main villain's plan was or what they were trying to achieve. But I actually dug that she had like a Zool voice, and it kind of...
I was reminded a little bit of Ghostbusters while we were watching it.
But it sounded like legit. I was like, she really sounds like a fucking badass, and she's doing like her flaying
Voodoo
and the
moving
special
and stuff.
effect I thought should look cool was she had, I don't know, voodoo powers flying out of her. By the end I was like, okay, that looks cool and sounds cool. I wish I fucking liked what she was doing.
The execution was a little better.
Yeah. God.
That's the whole movie though. Everything looked great.
The last battle could have been like Avengers is a perfect team assembling at the end. They all come together and they all use their special abilities
Together.
in interesting, funny, pretty badass ways.
Like when Iron Man shoots the beams at the Captain America shield.
All that, like in Avengers, is absolutely perfect, and it comes together, and you're like, wow, this team is fucking awesome by the end of it. In this one, when they came together, it fucking was dumb. They all
Yeah.
had dumb
They were
abilities.
better individual.
Yeah.
And I wonder if on the smaller scale with Suicide Squad they couldn't quite get it. Are they going to be able to fix their mistakes for Justice League? Obviously, DC hasn't shown the capabilities that Marvel has when it comes to the big screen.
Yeah. If they have a better vision, I heard that.
Just give the whole thing to Ben Affleck. Let him take care of it.
I agreed. I heard the writer on this one had like 2 months to make revisions to make everything. So if they rush anything, shit happens like this. Like,
Yeah.
what do we talk about that?
Peter Jackson with The Hobbit
that-
having to rush.
That's true. It's the difference between Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is rushedness, unpreparedness.
Time.
And money a little bit. But they cut out 1 million things with the Joker, you told me.
Yeah, I think they said like 10 to 15 minutes of stuff they cut out of his. I want to see everything of his.
Yeah. After the movie, I went back and rewatched the trailers. There are a bunch of different cuts of scenes in the trailers that actually I would like to see. The one you mentioned in the bar scene where they have a minute of downtime before the last fight.
He orders a water.
Yeah, the El Diablo guy orders a water and Harley Quinn says, "Oh, good thinking, honey." Something. Wasn't in the movie. Not, I guess, cut for time or...
You're saying the Joker's burnt face or whatever?
Yeah, there was a scene with the Joker pulling a pin off a gas grenade, rolling it, and his face is half burnt, and he yells, or he says, "Goodbye, bye-bye." You don't know who he's rolling it at, because that was after his last scene in the movie, a helicopter crash,
Yeah.
which you assumed he died. Well, they show him at the very...
They showed him at the very end.
That's right, when he rescues
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
But it could just be in her mind.
Yeah. All his attacks, they dress up in, like, different masks.
Like they had a panda.
I really dug that.
They
I
had
was
one
like,
as Batman.
that kind of reminded me of, you never seen it, the Ben Affleck movie. Where they rob banks.
The Town?
The Town.
Mhm.
They always wear different masks. And I really dig that. Just like Payday the Heist or even Batman or Dark Knight.
Yeah.
So when they wear like masks and some of them are like rhinos and
Mm-hmm.
and Batman himself.
How do you say bank robbers reminds me of the trailer we saw for that bank robbery movie with Chris Pine and Ben Foster.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember what
Bad
it was.
Boys or something?
But it looked really good.
Yeah, it looked legit.
But that leads me to, that was the first time I've seen the Wonder Woman trailer. I
Yeah.
hadn't seen it before.
Wonder Woman looks better than Doctor Strange.
It does.
Sad to say.
It does. I mean, I have more faith in Marvel to pull off something than
But this is
DC.
I'm excited. It's Wonder Woman's going to be the first woman director of any like big superhero movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so give it a chance. But what really elevated, they showed some fight scenes this time, not just funny shit. And her fight scenes, like in World War One, look fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
I like when it slows down just for a minute while
Yeah,
she's sliding and
exactly.
stuff. It looks really good.
And then there's going to be a World War One movie from
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. And
Yeah.
didn't see anything on it except a 10-second scene.
You just hear like.
You hear a plane coming, like
yeah.
dive bombing, and it's the battle.
I still haven't seen Interstellar, so I mean, but you have faith in Christopher Nolan to basically pull off anything.
Yeah, he's one of those directors who just assumes he's going to make a really good quality product.
Quality product.
Yeah, they put their life into everything they do. It's not just like a payday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna. Never mind.
Hmm.
I don't want to go there.
I think this movie's just a payday.
No, I saw. You said
Yeah.
quality product. I saw a video of a dildo factory today.
Great.
It was on Facebook.
Would you rather see another Suicide or would you rather see a Thunderbolts movie? Like if you had
See, I'm not.
Bullseye would be the equivalent of Deadshot.
Bullseye?
Bullseye's in Thunderbolts at one point in time. Bullseye.
Oh, okay. Thunderbolts. I was thinking Inhumans for a second when
No.
you said that because I would love to see.
Thunderbolts is the same thing, though, isn't it?
I would love to see Black Bolt
Oh.
in Inhumans.
They canceled that
Thunderbolts.
movie.
Yeah, I
But
know.
then if you had Carnage instead of like the Killer Croc,
Was it Carnage? It wasn't Venom.
it was one of those two. It could have been the guy who was Carnage in the
Venom was in
New.
New Avengers at one point.
Was he?
Yeah. Anyways,
I can't keep track. But I was thinking of watching a movie just from like a power set point of view. I would much rather watch a Thunderbolts movie. Not saying like I dislike DC characters, but considering Bullseye is much more interesting. He's Deadshot, but with not guns, everything else.
yeah, he's everything in his hand is a deadly weapon.
I think that's so much more interesting, and you can actually put a foil to that, which is that Daredevil, And all the other characters, I mean, they rotate, but I would rather see them going against a Loki or something. Something.
Because I mean, there's
we got Guardians for Marvel. That's the equivalent, I think, right now.
I can't wait to see the trailer for that. It still hasn't come out. That just goes to show you there were so many companies this year upset about Comic-Con not being able to hold in the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not anywhere.
I bet you can find it.
You can't.
You know, this made more movie than Guardians opening weekend.
Yeah, I heard that.
Kind of sad. Because Guardians opened to, like, not perfect, but near perfect reviews.
Yeah.
And that drove it. And this one opened with a fuck ton of advertising.
I'm honestly hoping this movie does well so they make a sequel so maybe they can fix the mistakes that they made in this one.
I don't want anything to do poorly. Especially when it wasn't a bad movie. See, I'm still debating what is worse. This or I have to watch them both again.
Yeah.
That's usually the...
This one was more fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to accept a bad movie if it's fun to watch than it is something that's trying to take itself very seriously.
There was no fight scene in this movie that was better than the Batman fight.
There's nothing that's better than Batman beating Superman.
No,
in my eyes.
Not even that, but when Batman fought, like, Arkham Knight style, Arkham...
Yeah.
That 2 minutes,
I had no problem with any Batman scenes except for some of the dream sequences, but like the Batman in like now time, I had no problem with anything that was Batman or Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I like Ben Affleck, man. I think he's great in that role.
Yeah.
And it's a completely different Batman than Christian Bale. You know, he's older, he's weathered more, even though Christian Bale had the rickety knees and he had gone into hiding.
And he captured Harley Quinn. The fact that she put up a fight after the car crash underwater.
Uh-huh. And he punched her in the face.
Punched her in the face.
I love that thud underwater.
Yeah. Yeah. So cool.
And he went to give her CPR and she started kissing him.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't have anything else to add.
And then, so the mid-credit scene get you excited about Justice League?
No, because I had already seen him in the Batman vs. Superman going around talking to these... or not going around, but he had the files for the people. You already knew...
You've seen the Justice League trailer, that's why you probably...
Yeah, I guess there's that too.
If they had released that after this, you might have...
Yeah, you're right.
Like, oh shit.
What I'm really starting to warm up to is Ezra Miller, because like I said before, I haven't seen him in anything, but I had just seen pictures of him, and I'm like, I'm not one to usually say this guy shouldn't play this guy, but I was like, this guy's playing the Flash, and it's probably because I like the guy that plays him on TV a lot.
But you like the trailer. That 30 seconds of that trailer
is the best part of the trailer.
Yeah, so I like that.
And I like him in.
It's gonna be funny almost.
Yeah, I like that trailer. I liked him in. All that is just shown for a split second in Batman vs Superman, getting the guy that's getting held up in the liquor store.
The diamond store.
Was it? No, this is in Suicide Squad. Wasn't it in Batman vs Superman when he's going through the videos, and he's at a liquor store like buying something, and somebody's holding up the.
Right.
So that's the first time you see him.
Yeah.
Then you see him in the trailer where he looks really good when he slows down and see that it's the Batarang going through the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this, he was caught Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything bad about him yet. I'm very cautiously optimistic about a Flash movie, because he's getting his own movie.
At some point in time, maybe.
You know, he is. I mean, it's alright.
100%?
They said that he is, just like Jason Momoa is getting his own movie.
We'll see, money-wise.
But I know that with Batman vs. Superman not doing as well as they thought, that they were kind of...
We have to ramp it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see The Flash and Aquaman getting their own movie and maybe Cyborg not, because...
Yeah. On the bright side, they don't have to pay these actors, not like Marvel does. Like,
now. Because they made him that way.
Yeah, but Robert Downey, straight up, is going to take like $60 million of your profit.
Yeah.
So, like, them to make a movie, they got to go fucking...
I like the way they're going with him now, where he's not doing Iron Man movies, he's just being major roles in other movies, because he's going to be in Spider-Man as well.
That's going to make Spider-Man so much better.
Yeah, because the relationship
between...
between...
He's going to have Uncle Tony Stark.
Yeah, the relationship between Peter Parker and Tony Stark in Civil War was one of the best parts of the movie.
Is going to be all his villains are using Stark tech or something?
Maybe.
It's going to be... I've never seen any Amazing Spider-Man yet.
You should. They were good. The first one I really liked. The second one was okay. I liked Andrew Garfield a lot as Spider-Man.
And then I heard they had Spider-Man 3 issues in the last one. Too many villains.
In the last one, not as bad as Spider-Man 3.
There was no singing and dancing.
That was so bad. Not nearly as bad as Spider-Man 3, but still way better than Spider-Man 3. The execution of Electro wasn't very good.
Nothing would be better than Spider-Man 2.
And Spider-Man 2 was good. But it didn't have too many villains in the way that it was like there was a bunch of villains all throughout the movie. Like the Rhino had a bank robbery or something, and he got caught by Spider-Man, and that's basically all he was in the movie. It wasn't like he was a reoccurring thing throughout the whole movie. Paul Giamatti wasn't in the movie almost at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was like a villain who got captured, and then the Green Goblin guy put him in the suit, and he became more powerful.
I think he had it's been like 2 years since I've seen him. I think he had a bank robbery in the beginning, he got caught, and then at the very end he had the suit, and that was the end of the movie, basically, and now there's no more of those.
Yeah.
Even though they were setting it up for Sinister 6.
Yeah, if they had done well, that would have been a cool movie, but now it can't happen again, though, under Marvel supervision.
I want to say at one point you see Harry Osborn in a room, and there's the vulture wings, the octopus, the Dr. Octopus's stuff, and different things from different people from the Sinister Six, and they never got that far.
Yeah. Isn't the Vulture going to be the villain?
That's what the rumor is. I don't even think it's a rumor. They showed a little bit of footage. I didn't watch it.
Considering that he's such a odd duck villain, like I've read some comics with him as a villain. Basically, it was an old guy in like a vulture wing suit, just flying around like, I'm gonna steal some gold.
Although if it's Michael Keaton, if he turns out playing him, then
if it's just like the movie Birdman.
Stop it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Dude.
And I was on that movie before it was cool to be on that movie. I was really excited to see it, and I still haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Time makes fools of us all.
Maybe you. You old bastard.
I'm only 32.
Today. You'll be listening to this audio, and you'll be 45 before you know it.
At least I'll be able to go back and listen to what it was like to be 32.
Yeah, like Suicide Squad 4 is coming out. Let's go back and listen to Suicide Squad 1.
Oh, dude, we're totally doing that.
When Jaden Smith is the new Deadshot.
Yeah. Oh, we're totally... Once we get to episode, like, 250...
Go back and just...
We'll just link the old ones to the new ones. I'm totally doing that. What movies have we... We've done Batman vs. Superman. Nobody got to hear the Apocalypse one because the quality was bad.
The quality of the movie?
The quality of... That's had the same problem. Some of it was just like, ugh.
Yeah. It's hit or miss. Ant-Man was a hit.
I loved Ant-Man.
Apocalypse, kind of a miss.
Thanks for thinking of me. Paul Rudd's great, and I didn't know how he was going to do, and he really pulled it off.
It was funny in Civil War.
Yeah.
Civil War shined so much brighter when all these other turn movies are coming out.
Yeah, Civil War was excellent.
It was. Really. I mean, it had a weak villain, but its villain wasn't even as weak as these ones.
His was just scheming, and you didn't like all the
I don't like
happenstance.
The only movie I'll allow it is Dark Knight, where the Joker's magic. But every other movie...
Magic.
Yeah. Every other movie I'm kind of like, okay, yeah. Happened. You're lucky there. You got lucky there. Happenstance here. You couldn't have known that there. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. No, I understand. And I want to know how, still to this, it's not something that's gone away. How did he build the fucking huge electromagnetic thing in his room, in the hotel room, and then completely disassemble it and put it together somewhere else?
Yeah. How did he drown a guy with his mouth sticking out of the water?
Yeah. But I think that's it. Got anything to add?
No. Suicide Squad, alright. Still in on the DC. We'll see how it goes. Nothing compared to Marvel. Might be better than Doctor Strange. That'll be risky.
Well, we'll see Doctor Strange and we'll do this too. When does that come out? October or November?
I don't know. You want to text Benedict?
Yeah.
I like Comfort Snatch, but man, it's going to be his first movie. Maybe sucks.
Well, I mean, but you really don't know.
We have no idea. Whoever makes the trailers for the Suicide Squad makes fucking amazing trailers. And whoever's making them for... Maybe it's because they don't want to show everything. But the Doctor Strange trailers don't do shit for me. At least the first one's not good at all. The newest one was okay. But like Suicide Squad got you fucking pumped. It was like, you know...
I heard there's on Tuesday during the Olympics, a new Rogue One trailer.
That Rogue One trailer, the first one, was awesome.
I don't remember much of it. I watched it.
It makes that like siren noise. It's just kind of intense. It flashes to fade to black really quick and back up.
And that's a one-off,
Forrest
right?
Whitaker has a scary line. They're coming to get you. So
that's a one-off, right?
save the children. Yeah. So I doubt I'll keep it spoiler free for myself, but some site said original character going to be a cameo. Click the link to find out who. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to know. If it's Anthony Daniels, cool. I really do. I bet you the next trailer will spoil it for me.
Probably.
But the fact that somebody's going to be in it, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I don't want to know until I see it.
It's nice not knowing sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of keep it in the dark.
I watch all the trailers though, so I fuck myself over. So I could see like, okay, I know this part's coming up. I know Suicide Squad. They're all up in the bar together. I'll be like morose and depressed.
Are you happy that now that we're doing this podcast, you're seeing a lot more movies?
Happy? No, that one movies suck.
I love going to see movies, so
They're okay.
I
don't like sitting next to people like breathing down my neck or kicking my seat.
That's why we're going to the 11:30 showing every Saturday.
If all showings like the one we just went to, I have no fucking problem with it.
Because for the rest of the year, we have Doctor Strange, Rogue One, and I feel like we need to go see... I mean, I'm going to see it with or without you, but I feel like we need to see the Fantastic Beasts movie and do it on here. It's in the same vein as all the other things we're doing.
That'll be a big one. It doesn't look killer to me. Like,
I'm hoping it pulls it off.
I have great trust in anything Harry Potter universe. I don't know who's directing it. It's not
David Yates, the guy that directed Deathly Hallows and the last 4 movies he directed.
I like the Alfonso guy.
Yeah.
Did he direct the 2 and 3 and 4?
He directed one, and not the first one. He directed one movie, and it was the one with Sirius Black. It was Prisoner of Azkaban.
I like Prisoner.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. I don't know why I remember his name. Why I know.
It's Alfonso Cuarón. No, that's not him. That's the guy that did Birdman, isn't it?
Oh, the guy who did Gravity.
Anyways, so I think we're good. You good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. So we will do one this weekend. So this next episode's going to come faster than the last ones. Where we had Comic-Con in the way and a bunch of other stuff.
Next one's going to be interesting. I'm excited.
Yeah. We're not going to tell you guys about it, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's not going to be a movie review.
No, it's not.
It's going to be activities.
It's going to be an activity.
So much more room for activities.
But we will also... Next month we'll be at the Long Beach Comic Book Convention. If you want to come say hi.
Some of us will be.
Corey and I will be.
And somebody else.
And I don't know who else is
live podcast.
But I would like to do that, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it'll be like a live podcast. So, let me... Oh, yeah, you want to buy that, sir? $5.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you only have $4? Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. Okay.
That sounds about right. That sounds like me. But we'll be at the Long Beach Comic-Con.
Long Beach with Parker.
I don't know what our booth is yet, but I'll be finding out this week. And but you can follow me at Sly Comics for updates on this, and please make sure you give us reviews on iTunes. We're going to be putting the podcast up on some different things coming up soon, so stay tuned. But
check out your Robert's Twitch. We play Pokemon Go for 6 hours a day.
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah,
you couldn't let the whole podcast go without mentioning Pokemon Go?
No, or you Twitch.
All right. Well, that'll be this episode. That's I can't even remember, but that's it for this episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood and Corey Urkel.
See ya.